Okay, next in our discussion of Huna, that's H-U-N-A, the Hawaiian spirituality and tradition of the ancient Hawaiians, the question comes up, how does Huna align or differ from other spiritual traditions globally and historically? And I love this saying that the Hawaiians said, and this is what attracted me when you've heard the story, I first went to Huna, and one of the very first slides in Huna Level 1 is, it says in Hawaiian, which I didn't understand at the time, "Ohe pau ko ike ko halau," which literally translates, "Think not that all wisdom is in your school." And that spirit of our way is not the right way, our way is not the only way, our way is our way, please, join us. We'd love to have a conversation about your way. And this is really what's different about the Huna tradition than many other traditions. Now, having said that, I hear stories of hula masters and hula teachers who get into really nitty gritty about certain dance steps have to be this way. And from Uncle George's perspective, who's one of our older master teachers who's passed away, it's fine. Put your knees this way, put your knees that way. It's totally okay. So how Huna differs, I think, is in its openness and this lack of arrogance around that this is the only way and you have to do it our way or you're going to burn in some holy hell somewhere. And so that's the difference, one of the differences. The similarities abound. I mean, if you've watched any of these videos in terms of the gods and goddesses. Now, another interesting story, there was another kumu that worked with us years ago, and he passed away, unfortunately, just shortly before I started coming to Huna in Hawaii, named John Kaimikawa. And he was Mormon. He was of the Church of Latter-day Saints, which is very big in Hawaii. The Mormon missionaries were among the chief missionaries that came and populated the Hawaiian Islands. And at some point in when he was coming up, they said, well, you have to make a choice. You're really at a fork in the road here. You're a Christian and you're in part of the church. You have to make a decision. You have to decide either it's going to be the Hawaiian stuff, the chanting and all that stuff, which we see as an abomination and worshiping idols, or you can come and be an elder in the church here and do the right thing. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically was the choice he was faced. And I will say that he was so compelling in his argument that there was no conflict, that when he passed away I think he passed away in 2005 or 6 or 7, I don't know, don't quote me on it, that he had funerals in the Mormon temple. And if you know anything about the Mormon temple, not just anybody gets to go in there. And so the issue that the Mormons had way back when was with all of the regalia and the lei and the chanting in Hawaiian, the spiritual stuff of ritual that I believe the Mormon missionaries would call the worshiping of idols or something like that. His case for the preservation of the culture and the simultaneity of I can be Christian and I can be Mormon Christian, and I can be a teacher of Hawaiian traditions, and there is no conflict. And so that's been my experience. I came to Huna as a Buddhist, still a Buddhist, although Kumu Matt would say I'm a Hunatic, which I also am, and I see no conflict. And it's been fun for me as I've become a teacher to have younger students come to me and say, I'm Catholic, what do I do? I'm Jewish, what do I do? I'm Hindu, does this conflict with my religious teachings? And I can happily say no. There is absolutely no conflict. Same God, same energy, different words, but same energy, we're all in this together. So I hope that helps.